In order to identify the surface with the given vector equation, we'll first need to remove the parameters in order to express it in rectangular form, which will be way more familiar to us. So this first component in our vector equation is the parametric equation for x. The second component is the parametric equation for y in terms of u and v. And the third component is our z parametric equation, which could also be in terms of u and v. So let's spread this out a bit. X is equal to u times the cosine of v, y is equal to u times the sine of v, and z is just equal to u. When we have cosine and sine in our parametric equations, we usually use the trig identity, cos squared plus sine squared is equal to 1. Let's solve this first parametric equation for cos v by dividing both sides by u. And similarly, we'll divide both sides by u here so that we have cos v is equal to x over u, sine v is equal to y over u, and we still have just z is equal to u. Now from this identity, we can say cos squared plus sine squared is equal to 1, and we'll plug in x over u for cosine v and y over u for sine v. Now we have x squared over u squared plus y squared over u squared is equal to 1. And if we then substitute in z for u, this becomes x squared over z squared plus y squared over z squared equals 1, and now we're in rectangular form. Now if you don't recognize this right away, we could multiply both sides by z squared, which might help a little bit. Then this becomes x squared plus y squared is equal to z squared, and hopefully this is a little bit more recognizable as a circular cone, where if we were to slice it with constant z-planes, we would get circular trace curves.